Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to my apostles and elders and my fathers in the truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Much love, respect, and honor to you, brothers. This video is going to be based upon not even necessarily this video. This was just part of the spirit, because I was already planning on doing a video on this topic, but this just sparked it in my spirit to do it even faster. Okay. This is from the brother Put on the Whole Armor of the Most High, GMS. And what he did was he posted this video of this woman speaking, and this is a woman from West Africa. Okay, because the woman, first of all, the woman from West Africa and other parts of the world, they don't have the mentality of the woman in Western society, like in America or Canada or London, in these places like that. They do not have the same mentality. Okay, and this is a good example of a woman that is worthy of being delivered in that day. You understand what I'm saying? She don't have the same what I call it, to the left spirit as these women in Western society, man. Which means that basically they'll be able to to leave you at the drop of a dime, okay? Because they think that they have more worth than you. This is what Esau has built their heads up with, which is completely not true, man. Okay. You know, they're talking to you, and you might go on a date. They act like they're doing you a favor. This is why I can't even do it most of the time, man. I hear this arrogancy come out of their mouth when you sit down and you really talk to them, and it's like, I don't care how good they look. When I hear that type of arrogant, prideful talk, that totally turns me off from the woman, man. I just don't even want to engage in conversation with her. Okay? They always gotta prove that there's some valuable thing, but yet they do nothing that a real woman would do. They don't cook, they don't clean, all right, and if they do it, they don't do it properly, all right. They're not trying to be the peace of the mind of the man, that pillar of rest that the scripture speaks about. No, they're trying to nag and argue, and every time you get to the house, they got something to say, man. Okay, you go out late, it's a big commotion, man. So that's not peace of mind, man. But anyways, I'm rambling on, but I'm gonna play this video real quick, and then I'll pull out some scriptures.
So we're not living in a world where being stupid, aggressive, insultive, disrespectful, and responding to every tantrum that comes your way is now the true definition of a strong woman. I am confused myself because I am not understanding what is happening in this generation. I see this strong woman campaign going on the internet. I'm like, has the devil so blinded us? God wasn't stupid when he said that women, we are the weaker vessels, and we are meant to be submissive to the men, not the other way round. I don't get it. Why should you want to put a man under you and still expect him to respect you, and still expect him to be with you? No matter, I don't care who you are, I don't care what you think you got. No matter how sexy you are, no matter how hot, how satisfied, how rich. Come on, you don't deserve a place in a man's house, not even in his heart, if you can't respect him. No man wants his peace of mind threatened. Every man wants to be respected. Every man wants to come home peacefully after the hard day of work. Every man wants to come home knowing that he kept a woman in the house, not a fellow man. A strong woman is that woman that is matured spiritually, physically, and emotionally. You should be able to manage your emotions, control them, not them controlling you. Men can say a whole lot of things that can get us aggravated. Yes, it's normal. We can say that too. But it's now a place to be matured, for heaven's sake. Why would you want to put the man under you? Let me tell you something. Take it or you leave it. Any man that is he will go for that person that you think does not meet your standard, is below your standard. Every man wants a peace of mind. Come on. What's this campaign about strong? That is not the true definition of a strong woman. Look, if you don't have any role models to look at these days, go back to your Bible and read about the women in the Bible. I'm talking about Hannah, Elizabeth, Sarah, Naomi, Ruth. What is wrong? Come on, let's cultivate some godly manners in this generation. Or else, even in 2030, 2040, 2050, we'll all be in the church asking for God for husbands and we'll not get it.
That was beautifully said by this woman here. Okay, beautifully said. And you can see why a man would deal with her, man. You can see why a man would want to buy her things and treat her well. All right, because of the way she is, the way her mentality is. All right, that's what these these pawns of Satan don't realize, man. Is that they're trying to entice a man to force a man to get them certain things. But a man would naturally want to do that for you if you were in the right spirit, if you were righteous. All right? Okay, give me... Okay, I'll call that person back. I don't know who that is, Salakia. But if you were in the right spirit, a man would naturally want to do that for you, man. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 14. And it says, a silent and loving woman is a gift from the Lord, of the Lord. Okay, a silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. How many of these women are loving and silent, man? You see? You understand? Because when you come home, if you come home late, they got something to say. Where you been, this and that, questioning you all the damn time. That's not a silent and loving woman. That's a brawling woman. That's a woman who's always looking for contention. And like she said in the video, a man doesn't want his peace of mind constantly threatened, man. You understand? That's why these men are all stressed out, dying at early ages and all that, man. Okay? Because they're constantly threatening his peace of mind. All right, and it's not necessarily he's gonna die early because he's with a wicked woman and he's not having any rest. But even if he lives for a long time, he's gonna be living with that stress, man. Okay, and that leads to health problems. Okay, and it says, verse Slakia, and it says, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. A shamefaced and faithful woman is a double grace, man. And her and her continent mind cannot be valued, man. That's a woman that's valuable. Okay, not to say that she's more valuable than a man, because the scripture says the Most High shall make a man more precious than a fine gold of Euphaz, and gold is the most precious metal that you can find. But a woman is as precious as jewels in righteousness, when she's righteous, when she's in order. Okay, and let me read that part again, because that was deep, man. This is Ecclesiasticus 26 and verse 15. Now it says, a shamefaced and faithful woman. What does it mean to be shamefaced? It means to be humble. Okay, not to have that soft, submissive look about you. And faithful woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued, man. You understand? But the woman today, does that fit any of these women today? Absolutely not, man. Listen, man. All right. The mass majority, 99.9% of the women on the planet, and pretty much 100% of the women in Western society do not fit that, man. All right. And it's by the grace of Yahweh Shem Yahushai that some of you women are gonna be delivered, because you have a man of the Lord, man. But you still don't fit that, man. You still don't fit that. Okay? This is verse 16. It says, as the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. Woo. As the clear light is upon the holy candlestick, so is the beauty of the face in ripe age. Okay, so there we go, man. All right, and it didn't say nothing about being strong and independent. It didn't say nothing about having a college degree. I didn't see nothing like that when I was reading this verse. I didn't say nothing about that, man. Because having a college degree and being educated does not make you more fit to be a wife to anybody, man. Okay, I couldn't care if my woman was working, at a minimum wage job. That don't mean nothing to me. Is she doing her job? That's what it's about. You understand? And that's gonna give you motivation as a man to work even harder, man, to get her those things that she wants, man, or give her gifts and things like this, man. That's why I said, man, any woman the so-called black woman that I would go for would be in West Africa, man, because those women they live closer to the biblical to the Bible, man. See how she is. A lot of them women in West Africa are like that, man. Okay, because they live based upon the scriptures, man. Okay, they circumcise their children on the 8th day. Their children are brought up with a lot of manners. When I go to a West African's crib, it's not their children are well mannered, man. You know what I'm saying? They're well mannered, and they come up and they're smarter than everyone when they come to different countries because they're very strict on their children, man. Okay, not like you flipping you so-called Caribbean people and you African Americans and you Haitian people. You don't raise your kids up with that discipline because you're under the mind state of the serpent. You see. You're under the mind state of the serpent that, oh no, you can't be too harsh. You gotta let live. You gotta be best friends with your child. That's nonsense. That's movie business, man. All right, we ain't dealing with no Hollywood nonsense. Okay, that's why these kids now are wearing purple dreads, and the skin tight jeans with holes in them, and their pants is sagging, man, because of that type of mentality. But anyways. Let's get Colossians 3:18, man. And it says, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as it is fit in the Lord. All right. So it says to submit yourselves to your own husbands. And you're supposed to, that's the word submit. All right. And submit doesn't mean to play humble, but then always have an opinion behind it, man. Okay. Submiss is to be just that, is to be under the rule of your husband, man. Okay. Matter of fact, let's look up this word submit, man. Let's look up this word in the Hebrew. This is Colossians 3:18. Find this word submit. Hypotasso. Okay. Hypotasso. And it says to arrange under, to subordinate. All right. To be subject, to subject, put in subjection, to subject oneself, obey. You see that? Obey. Do you understand that? They don't obey. Okay, because to them that's like attacking their self-worth. Oh, I'm worth more than that to just obey some man. Well, that's because Esau gave you a false sense of reality. Okay, and now the mass majority of you are single or or have children with no father around, or you done been with 20 different men because you weren't able to obey and be under subjection, to submit to one's control, to yield to one's admonition or advice. So what is when you yield a sword? You're controlling that sword. Wherever your hands move, wherever you want that sword to go, that sword goes, man. Okay? You understand? That's what it is to be a loving and a real strong woman. Okay, you want to be a real strong, a strong woman. This is the definition of it, man. It's all in the scriptures, but your definition of it is completely opposite, man. All you're doing right now is just submitting to your own emotions, man. You're just doing what you want to do because that's the easy way, because that feeds the flesh, man. That's an easy thing to do, man. It's easy to feed the flesh, man. It's easy to go out there and to commit adultery and to do, you know what I'm saying? To whatever, man. Whatever kind of wickedness, man. It's easier to do wickedness than it is to do righteousness. That is a fact. That is 100% fact. It's easier to do wickedness than it is to do righteousness. Because guess what? The mass majority of the women, I'll tell you right now, the mass majority of the women that throw themselves at you are women that are married, man. Women that have men. Those are the easiest women to get. You understand? Brothers have trouble getting women. But guess what? The women who have men, them women are the ones that are approaching you, that are being more open, because doing evil in Satan's society is more easy. Is a lot easier than doing a righteousness. This is part of that fire, man. Okay, this is it. But guess what? It's more beneficial. It's more beneficial. You understand? That fleshly desire to do what the flesh wants, that is instant gratification, right? But long term, it's very destructive. This is the problem, man. This is the problem with people, man. Okay, they think of this instant gratification thing, which is of Satan, man. Esau wanted instant gratification when he sold his birthright, man. He wanted that instant gratification, man. And what did that lead to, man? That lead to him being the only nation to be exterminated when that time comes, okay? Which is going to be in the kingdom, okay? He lost the birthright, man. Now we get the kingdom, all right? Jacob would have gave him all that food and waited another 2 hours to eat, all right? 3 hours, 4 hours, however long it took him to cook it. He would have waited another 4 hours to eat, because he wasn't into that instant gratification, man. You see? Just like we're not looking for glory right now. We're looking for glory in the kingdom to come, man. All right? Now let me get Isaiah 4:1. You know, I was deviating from the topic, but that's all in the spirit, man. Those are things that need to come out. These are things that need to be said. This is Isaiah 4:1, and it says, "In that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach." Okay, so in other words, they're just going to want to be under a man of the Lord, all right, in order to take away their reproach, man, because they're going to feel the presence of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in the earth, man. They're going to feel the presence of judgment, man, all right, and they're going to see that there's something different about the men of the Lord, okay, and that no hell is touching them, all right, you see. And what are they going to want to do? They're going to want to cleave. So all that, I hope you ain't texting nobody else, all that nonsense, because that's just nonsense, man. All right, you worrying about who the man texting, who he talking to, which other woman he's talking to. Man could deal with how many women he wants, man, according to the scriptures, man. All right, that's all just pride and nonsense that Esau pushed in their brain, man. And the majority of these, I won't even say the majority. There's certain, they love to use the reason why they broke up with their man is because he cheated. Okay, that a lot of times they like to say that. But that's you're just an idiot, okay? Because any real man you deal with is going to desire other women. That's just natural, okay? So, and that's why you done dealt with 15 different men, 10 different men, and you still want to be looked at as a chaste virgin, man, as someone who hasn't been touched, man. It doesn't work like that, okay? It doesn't work like that. All right, maybe in this society, but in reality, it doesn't work like that. All right. Let's get Isaiah 13:12, man. And this is gonna be what a man of the Lord is gonna be like in that day, man. Cause like I said, man, Right now, they look at themselves as the prize, and you're lucky to even deal with them. They don't care if they've been with 15 different men. You're just lucky to be in their presence and get a piece of their polluted box. That's basically used meat. When you add up all the men they done dealt with a basketball team full of men. Do they ever think about that, man? It's possible that every man that they dealt with could have been on the same basketball team, and you're trying to be calling yourself a wife, man? You should be ashamed, man. That's why the scripture says you should be shamefaced, and that's women who only been with one man. Okay, a lot of them women that only when it speaks about a righteous woman, a woman, a loving and caring wife. But you go back to the ancient world; those were women that dealt with one man, man. Them women were dealing with multiple men like that, man. If they seen you women today, they would throw up, man. They would throw up. Okay. This is Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. There we go, man. So that's what's going to happen. That's what's the Most High is going to make a man more precious than fine gold in that day. And that's when you're going to want to be submitted. That's when, okay, now you're going to want to drop what Esau taught you, and you're going to want to be under the rule. You know, you're going to want to obey in that time. Okay, but for the mass majority of you, it's going to be too late, man, because we're going to sidekick you, all right? You know what I'm saying? Or scissor kick you out of the way, man, because there's really only going to be a select few women that are going to make it through the spirit, man, that the men of the Lord are going to take under their arm, and that's going to be all through the spirit, who Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai wants to be delivered. Okay, that's not a woman who's been living that to the left spirit her whole damn life. She just the whole to the left spirit. And then all of a sudden, when that happens, now she wants to be somewhat decent. You know, she look at you like you were scum before, and all of a sudden she wants to be decent. No. Listen, man, I have a feeling. I'm sure that these type of women are definitely gonna be delivered in that time. All right, wherever they are, wherever they may be. Wherever they may be. All right, I have these are the women that I can see Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai having mercy on. These type of women. Okay? And maybe it's majority of women. Well, I'm sure it's the majority of the women overseas, of course, because America is going to be destroyed. Canada, listen, all these Edomite major cities are going to be hit, man. All right? All this concrete got to be uprooted, man. Okay? So, whatever, man. At the end of the day, man, this is an example of a woman that may be delivered in that day, man. So with that, we'll give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem B'chakwadash, and shalom to you sincere brothers, and take heed, you sincere sisters that watch GMS. Shalom.